Yo, what's up, YouTube? We're back with another video. This time, we're doing something a little bit different. We're hopping into Battle Royale in MLB 20, the show. I've gone flawless one time this year. Trust me, guys, it is an absolute dogfight to go flawless this year. I know there's guys that pop them out left and right. I don't know how they do it. There's so many things that can go wrong in a game. But I'm here to tell you guys a little bit on how I draft my team, little tips and tricks in the draft on how to get certain players. Uh, but I just want to get this out there for, the people that are struggling and, they can't get over the hump of 6, 7, and 0, or maybe they're just at the end, they're 10, 11, and 0, and they can't finish it off. Or, they just don't know where to go in a draft. So I'm getting this video out there to help any and everyone that needs any tips possible to become a better Battle Royale player. So if you guys like the video, make sure you guys subscribe, leave a like, comment, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. Let's get it. All right, guys, so here's the round. We got Max Farid, Yadier Molina, Eric Thames, and Ryan Sandberg. This is a really weird round. I'm not going to waste it on a starting pitcher, especially in a guy like Fried. He's not a terrible pitcher. He does have a sinker and a fastball. Molina's probably not the pick either. Sandberg, no. I'm going to go Eric Thames, just solidifies a power presence and a BR team. You always want to pick somebody that you know you're comfortable with this first pick, whether it be a pitcher or a hitter. So I'm going to go Eric Thames. All right, so this round, you could do one to two things. You could go a little bit more defensively, get Ramon Laureano, who does hit a little bit better than his stats. You could go get a guy like Marco Gonzalez, who's got a sinker and a cutter. He could shut a team down, maybe in the first inning, ground balls. I would avoid Andrew Miller at all costs. This card's not a very good BR card. Or you could hit the left field. This Adam Duvall's really glitchy. Good defense, big power. In my opinion, though, I'm going to go Marco Gonzalez here. I try to go a little bit more pitching heavy. This dude's got a sinker to cutter. He could get you ground balls. He could get you at it. All right, so this round literally is slapping me in the face right now because this is two of my favorite cards I've ever used in my entire existence. You could go Brandon Lowe here, or you could go Joey Gallo. In my experience, since I'm going to show you guys this strategy on how to get a certain player every single time in a draft at second base, I'm going to go Joey Gallo. I really do want Brandon Lowe, and I know everybody who knows me well this is like stabbing me in the heart, but I'm doing this for video purposes. So Joey Gallo's the pick. All right, this is a bronze round. You can't go wrong with just wasting on a starter, but I'm going to go this Gregory Soto dude. Even though he doesn't have the greatest control, he does have a fastball sinker. I've used him a couple times. He's not bad. These other two hitters you don't want, especially Chase Anderson. He's just not the pick there. Let's go Gregory Soto. All right, this round, you can't go wrong with any of these hitters. They're not in. If you want to waste a position, you can. I'm just going to waste the starting pitcher here. These guys are just not. These are just not the picks. None of those. So let's just waste the start. All right, this round's pretty interesting. You get Max Fried again. It's his lower version, but it's same pitch repertoire. You get Daniel Murphy, who a lot of people would be jumping at that card because they like his swing, or Tony Gwynn. But I'm going to go Steve Finley. This card has one of the glitchiest swings I've used all year. He plays a good center field. He's got opposite splits versus lefties. Power versus lefties. And this card just plays well above his average. I'm going to go Steve Finley. Gives you a good center field presence. And I'm still leaving second base open for a reason. And I'll show you guys why here in a little bit. All right, so you could go with Tony Watson here to get yourself another lefty. This starting pitcher's not the move. Nola's not the best catcher, but I'm going to go Renato Nunez, who's the most slept-on card, I think, in the game. Like, I'm betting 639 and 9 home. Absolutely insane swing. He is literally Miguel Sano. Because of the fact he's a silver now, Miguel Sano's a bronze. This took the place of Miguel Sano in the silver realm. This card's just absolutely insane. So Renato Nunez is the pick here. All right, this round, we're probably going to waste another starting pitcher here. These three you just don't want. Second shortstop and right fielders that just aren't going to cut it. So let's waste another starting pitcher. All right, so this round's, you could go Clark Schmidt if you guys wanted another starting pitcher, but I'm going to hold off a little bit. We do have at least one gold in there. We can kind of wait till maybe our commons will hit the starting pitcher round. You don't want the second base or catcher here. I'm going to go Knensler because he's got a sinker. Anybody with a sinker cutter, fastball combination is really good. This guy's got a sinker fastball slider. It's really nasty. You can't get away with getting the glitchy bronze too in your bullpen to help. All right, so this round, this is not a great round by any means. I don't think I've used Willie Adames, so I'm not sure how that card plays. He's playing down power versus right, which hurts him a lot because he's a right-handed hitter. Viseo Garcia is definitely not the pick. I'm going to go Mike Minor here, though. Minor gives you another lefty. He's a silver. You could use him if you needed an extra lefty in the situation. You could go to him if you didn't start him. Mike Minor's probably the pick here. All right, so this round, I'm probably going to go Caleb Ferguson. Gives you a second lefty in the bullpen. Carlos Martinez is definitely not worth the pick here. Neither is Wilson Ramos. He's too slow. And I'm still trying to leave second base open. I'm trying to show you guys something that I've figured out recently with that second base position. All right, so you can do one or two things here. You could go with another starting pitcher, which I'm going to avoid. You could go with James McCann for catcher, but I'm going to go Zach Britton to solidify that third lefty in the bullpen. I like to have three. Maybe I'm weird, but three lefties helps a ton, especially two guys with sinkers. Soto has one now. Britton has one. I think Britton's the pick here. All right, this round is absolutely horrendous. This is one of the worst rounds I think I've ever seen. You could go Garrett Hampson here. He's got a lot of speed and some power versus right. I just don't want to fill that second base hole yet. I'm going to waste this on Rick Porcello. Hopefully those common rounds aren't absolutely horrendous. Those bench bats, it's okay. You're not going to use all 5 bench bats in a game anyways. So I'm going to go Rick Porcello. All right, so I was going to leave second base open to prove a point. I'll explain later why. But I'm going to actually go with Keston Herrera here. This card is absolutely glitchy. This Keston Herrera is just absolutely insane. I need a right-handed batter. It actually kind of helps this team a little bit more than the other player. I'll explain what I mean by that after the draft, or maybe I'll see him in the draft. But Keston Herrera is definitely. All right, for this round, I'm going to go ahead and fill shortstop. You don't want Scott Barlow, Stallings. Aquino, I'm not really. So let's go to Tommy Edman. All right, so for this is a really weird bronze round. I don't want to waste any more relievers lower than a silver tier on my bullpen. I need to get a couple righties in rust. I think for here, though, I'm going to go ahead and waste right field. Hopefully I can get a better bench bat to replace this bat to send him to the goose. I'm going to go with this Justin Chirona because he's got a little bit. All right, so this round, this is a very interesting round. 3 catchers, obviously, because that's what we have left. Buster Posey, Danny Jansen, and Wilson Contreras. Jared Bomer would have been a great pick if I would have got him before Britton. I like Bomer a lot, but I'm going to go Wilson Contreras. He has good power versus right. Solidifies that catcher spot. All right, so we're at the point where whoever we pick is going to the bench or the bullpen. For now, I'm going to go with Nick Williams here. I think he's the only. This is another round where I'm going to go ahead and waste it. I think I'm going to go with Trevor Kay. Here's the reasoning why. I did not realize he had a cutter as well. He has a sinker, cutter, and a knuckle curve. This is one of those budget relievers that if you can get a bronze that's got a good repertoire, take the chance. You're not going to regret it. I'm going to go with this Trevor Cahill. Gives me 2 guys that are similar, him and Knensler. You get ground balls in certain situations. You don't really want one of these guys. Yeah, you could throw one on the bench, but I'm just going to go Trevor Cahill. Very interesting round here. We do need a right fielder. I think right field's our only spot that we're hurting right now as well. You could go Diego Castillo. He's pretty reliable, but I'm going to go Jay Bruce to solidify that right field spot. I could, even if I wanted to, move Joey Gallo to right field, Thames to left, and Bruce at first. You can do a lot of things with this, but I'm going to go with Jay. All right, we finally got a decent right-handed reliever, Dylan Betances. I know a lot rush this card. I actually pitch okay with this card. He throws hard. He's got a slurve. He's got a He's got a knuckle curve, fastball, two seam. You can't go wrong with getting him in a silver. Right, this is going to be an absolute wasted bench bat. This Matt Skull actually plays above his stats. He's been one of the glitchy common cards in the last like 2 to 3 years, so I'm going to go with Matt Skull. All right, here's a round that you can play with. What I mean by that is you could get a fourth lefty, but I doubt that's the move. I don't like Brad Hand. He doesn't have a good pitch repertoire. He gets raked. You could go with Justin Turner. Justin Turner, to me, just rakes. He can play first base, second base, shortstop. For the way that our team is constructed right now, Jay Bruce is definitely going into this team. There's not really a 100% defined spot for a guy like Stanton or Iglesias. I think Justin Turner's the pick here. You could throw Turner at second base and just knock Keston to the bench, pinch hitter. I think he's really the only pick here, so let's put Justin. For this pick, we're just going to waste a bench bat. I kind of want to get that last reliever, make sure that last reliever is a silver, and it helps our team. So for this pick, you could go with Brandon Workman or David Robertson. We already have enough lefties. In my experience, I've used both of these guys. They're both not great, but I'm going to go David Robertson for the fact he's got one more pitch. I kind of like his stretch a little bit more. You look at the bullpen, it's not the best bullpen in the world. It can get the job done. Get guys like Knensler and Cahill that have cutters, and you don't have to worry too much about pitching guys. It's BR. Everybody hits home runs. Outside of that, you do have a couple guys in the rotation that might help, Marco and Minor. But if you look at this lineup is really, really, really good. It's a lot better than you may think. Kick him to the bench. You have Justin Turner now going at second. It's not it's not going to be great because the defense goes down. But honestly, man, defense doesn't mean it's not end all be all. So, I mean, look at this team. You got Steve Finley, Eric Thames, Justin Turner, Ronald Nunez, Tommy Edman, Joey Gallo, Wilson Contreras, and Jake. There's not a single out in this. Everybody's got power. You got a guy like Keston showing on the bench. So that's how I draft guys. So my strategy, just to kind of help you guys out a little bit, leave second base open. What I mean by that is leave second base open as long as possible because there's not many silver second base. That's probably the first draft in a long time that I did not get Mike Moustakas in a draft. Mike Moustakas shows up in almost every single draft if you wait on second base. Just a little hidden tip and trick from Cream himself. So if you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys got a little bit of insight on how to draft, or you feel like you can hop right into this and do it better, make sure you guys like the video, comment in the comment section. Give me some of your tips, things that you guys know that you think I could do better, or just anything you guys want to say. So I appreciate you guys for your time, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.